at the moment, so it's reading coolant temperature. There are other screens. You just rotate this. Coolant and air fuel. Volts and throttle position. I'll move the throttle position lever slightly. You can see what changes. Air fuel and target air fuel. These are just different things that if you're looking at a FiTech system, you might just want to monitor. If you go far enough, it goes into the tire pressure monitoring system. That's a little receiver that transmits data from the tire pressure monitor sensors in the wheels to a little receiver that's also hooked up to this box, and I can read that data and display it here. You'll notice that they're between 18 and 21. Right now I've only got 2 of them hooked up. So that's below the minimum, so that's why the tire pressure mill is on. I can also reduce voltage. Let me find the knob here to less than 12 or less than 9, I guess, somewhere around in that's when I've programmed this to come on. Somewhere in here you'll see that. There we go. Then turn it back up, it goes off. Turn it back on, it goes on. So it gives you a chance to see that there's something wrong with your charging system. You'll notice the voltmeter is sitting at about 10, so I'll kick it on back up to 12 here. Let's see here, 11 point whatever. Yeah, we're getting close. Power supply there. Okay, there we go, back to 12. This is data that's coming off the FiTech system. Right now I've just got one under the bench that simulates the one in the car. It's a real one, so it's picking up real data. There's also an electric transmission shifter that I may or may not put in the car. That's one of its control panels. I've got a different one that I have in mind to actually put in. Let's see if I can get that to change. If I put it in reverse, for example, there we go. It notices that it shows the gear. So whatever I've selected, it'll display up here on the display. So it's just another convenient place to see what gear you're in. It's an information display. Some of it's not really all that important. But that gets data right off of the transmission shifter. It's got its own CAN bus. So this box you see here that's built into an old AMC radio has actually got 3 CAN bus transceivers. One of them is actually K-line, one of the 3, which is the communications protocol for the FiTech. And the other 2 are CAN. One of them is at 1 megabit per second. The other one is at 500K. That's why there's 3, because the TPS, Tire Pressure Management System, TPMS system, transmits at 1 megabit data rate, and the other ones are a little bit slower. Okay, that's pretty much it. As you can see, this is the home page. When you turn off the what used to be volume control all the way off, you get that page. It stays there. That's probably the default I'll have up most of the time. And it's measuring coolant off of the FiTech data stream, of course. If you're tuning or you want to at least see what's going on, you might pick some of these other ones. If you power it off the car and power it back on, it'll come back into the same screen. But most of the time, you're going to probably leave it clear off here, and if you see a mill come on like the tire pressure, you can always dial over and find out what's going on. So anyway, it's a way of using the radio space in my AMC Javelin AMX. I'm using a Bluetooth receiver and taking music off my iPhone, so I don't really need the radio. It was only an AM radio anyway, and it didn't work anyway, so it got its guts removed and this built into it, and one of these days I'll get around to installing it in the car. Okay, thanks.